Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Raven, Raven, hey, Raven. We gon' ride out. Raven, Raven, Raven. Couch Rider. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though.
Hey, welcome back to the location of Original Sports Perspective, from our couch to yours. It's your host, Jermaine Lockett. Hey, I just want to come through and see if this thing actually works. I mean, like, y'all know what's up. Y'all know where I'm at, and I need to know if the location, if the streaming is good. If it's messed up, please put it in the comments. We need to test this thing out and see if I can actually do this from wherever I am in the world. If you know, you know. I just want to say I appreciate y'all coming through. Thanks, Wilbert, for checking in, man. You first. Checking in the room. The loyalty is there. That lets me know the Naughty Gang is in the house. Shane was good. Let's see here. So Wilbert says Lamar still doesn't have a contract because he's not as good as Baker. Welcome. I already knew you was coming with that fire. Come with that fire for your boy. Lamar don't have a contract, man, and we don't necessarily know what the reason is. No matter what Jay Glazer says, no matter what anybody says right now, the whole contract issue is a lock right now. The only people know is Eric DeCosta and Lamar Jackson. They're the only two that knows in it. Lamar Jackson mama ain't in on this deal. It's just nothing there right now. And I happen to be around some sands, and I might be here for a while, Shane. I'm just saying, and I might have just got here. Hey, how's the reception? Am I coming through clear? Is it blurry? I need to know these things before I actually get a real topic and run with it and make sure this thing is on and popping. We got a third person in the room. Who is in the room? I want to know. Let's see. Yeah, I heard he won a guarantee and they won't give it to him. So he has a contract, just not the one he wants to sign. I mean, that's a fair statement. It's possible. Hey, Macri is here. What's good, Macri? So reception is good? Okay. So it's probably going to be what we do. We will pop on here on Monday and Wednesday, 4:45 a.m. I will find a location in this vicinity of wherever I am right now, and then we will do a show because I'm up at 4:45 anyway for some really weird reason, whatever like that. However, the show may not be as long. I might be like 30, 45 minutes, whatever. But we're going to get this thing popping. We're going to keep it going. And let's talk about, so since we here, let's go ahead and just do it up. G-Ro's still here. He's still here, y'all. Just so you know. He ain't getting fired. And from what I can see, what he's doing with Huntley ain't looking too bad for him and Likely. Just know that G-Ro is a part of that. Just so y'all know. Y'all want to get all the credits. Make sure that G-Ro gets his bag, gets his flowers, get this man his flowers. And also I want to give you guys a shout out because even though I have not been doing shows, I'm still getting subscribers. We're like at 1,160. So I want to say let me just check that right quick. 1,161 subscribers. Thank you so much. Y'all is killing it out there. I appreciate you. So you see Christmas lights. Where you see Christmas lights? Where? Ain't no Christmas lights out here. Anyway, he must be. He's joking around. You're not happy about the wide receiver sign. I guess we could talk about that. Demarcus Robinson. Uh, I was happy with the signing because I thought we should have signed the guy during the offseason last year, or was it this year? Big fan. I liked how he was making one-handed catches on the Baltimore Ravens. Huge, huge fan of Demarcus Robinson. This guy has all the talent in the world. You just got to put it together. And I thought for sure that the reason they got rid of Sammy is because they knew what they had in him. But Pringle just happened to step up and get the limelight over there. I knew whoever gained chemistry with Pat Mahomes was going to be that dude. And too bad for Demarcus, but Demarcus did plenty of plays on the Ravens. I mean, one-handed catches, beating Marlowe 2 times. I think he's the majority of those highlights. When you see Demarcus Robinson making catches, it's usually against Marlowe. So that says something. Either that or says Marlowe needs to step his game up, or Demarcus is like that. So let's see here. Lisa is in the building. Hey, what's up, girl? Hey, like I said, it's the first time that we don't win live from this random location I happen to be at. So anyway, Lisa says, hey, pay LJ his money, doggone it. Yes, the man needs his bag. He needs more than Kyler. He don't need the full thing guaranteed, but if they want to go that route, fine. But we do need something. Something at the moment would be great. Let's see. Wilbur says, Gus looks like he's going to miss some more games. That's a possibility. The thing about Gus is, when this guy come back, it's going to be phenomenal. That running game is going to be beast, but where is he going to fit in? Because Beatty looks really good. Davis looks phenomenal. And then, of course, JK is really chomping at the bit to get that week 1 start. So you really think they're going to look great for this ground game, and especially for the tight end core. Now, of course, we want to see what the wide receivers can do. Going back around to Demarcus Robinson, this is an addition. This is not a subtraction to the Ravens wide receiver core, and it still allows that certain level of competition for those guys to compete and do their thing. Will Shamar Bridges probably lose some opportunities that he possibly could have had? Yes, but I think he's just one of those guys who's going to eat regardless. He's going to be one of those ones who shows up and says, you know what? I'm here to compete. I'm that guy. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We're signing a mid guy, not a superstar wide receiver who's going to take everybody's reps, but a mid guy who's going to come in there and be decently productive. All right. Lights reflection over your right shoulder. All right, so this is my right here. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Look around it. Ain't nothing there. You gotta check that connection, man. Lamar may be doing the Kirk Cousins. I can see that because of the fact that, when you look at it, Kirk got all that guaranteed money because he was doing year-to-year contracts. And it was a smart move. He's got the most money made guaranteed since Sam Bradford. Bradford robbed the NFL. But Kirk Cousins is doing his money straight up like, hey, hand over fist, paid for services. Let's go. All right, so I think we're going to lose him as far as Bridges goes. There is a possibility. You know how EDC likes his picks, and ATL could possibly lose. They could use a receiver right now. It's on the wall. I don't know. Like I say, if this guy gets an opportunity elsewhere, great for him. But I'd like to see what he does in a Raven uniform, because when have we had an X that can go up and climb the ladder like that? Just saying. Of course, we got Bateman. Batman is going to look great. There's no question for this season. Batman is going to look pretty daggone good. He's going to get more than 1 touchdown. He's going to get more than 500 yards. But what we want to see is those underlying receivers and tight ends make sure they eat as well. Got to be able to spread that rock, take some pressure off of Bateman so that he can do his thing. Wilbur says, are the starters playing Saturday for the last preseason game? Absolutely not. There are only a few guys that are coming out there to start, and then also there's ones that are going to compete. The main competitions you got to look at is the one at left guard, because I think we've talked about this, me and Cam Rue and Justin, we talked about hey, what's that competition going to look like? Well, of course, you got Cleveland, Ben Cleveland. You got Ben Powers. And then, Pat McCarr is in that mix as well, because if Tyler Linderbaum gets that job, that starting job, then who are you putting at the left guard position? And also, at the same time, does the line look different if Stanley doesn't start? Who's going to be that left tackle? Some people are saying Jawan James. I think it might be Moses, but I could be wrong because Harbaugh has had big time praise for Jawan James. Jawan James, he took the whole last year off so he could rehab. He's the one that was doing the lawsuit while he was in Denver or actually when he got cut from Denver, because they said, hey, your guaranteed money is no longer guaranteed. We'll take that. So now he is coming to Baltimore, after rehabbing for an entire year, and he looks okay. I'll say okay because of the fact that what we saw last preseason game. I saw a guy that got pressured he gave about 6 pressures to a quarterback, and then he started to get a little bit more comfortable. So it was 6 pressures within 3 drives. And then you just start to see him gel a little bit, started getting to his groove, and he started to give up less ground. But beforehand, he was being pushed in easy, was giving up footwork, giving up ground like crazy on the bull rushes and giving it up on the edge. And then, of course, in practice, you could see Odafe Oweh having his way, but that's just Oweh. That's just who he is. And then Clark was actually able to get around the edge as well. Some people were just saying, oh, well, because Clark's a safety or whatever. My thing is, if you a tackle, you're there to do a job, and if you see an assignment and that's your assignment based off of the checks, then guess what? You got a job to do. You have a job to do. Go do your job. I would personally like to see Moses on the left tackle, and I'd like to see Faele on the right side, because that dude is just huge, and ain't nobody getting around that mountain. If you looked in the preseason games, he was able to handle business on the right tackle spot. Put Morgan Moses on the left tackle because he's had some experience when he actually filled in with the Washington Commanders, or whatever they call themselves now. But when they were the Washington football team, or whatever it was offensive that they were back in the day, he did his thing there on some subs, and then came to the Jets and did okay as well. Not at the left tackle position, but I'd like to see him get back over there and give his best shot. What I don't want to see is James come in there, be shaky, and then turn into the next Alejandro Villavuela. All right, here we go. Let's pay some bills here. Lisa's in the building. Says, my take from the 2 games is Jordan Stout booming that ball. We got a punter. We got one heck of a punter. This guy can pin it within 5 yards, within the 5-yard line. Like, wow. Phenomenal talent. Way to go, Baltimore. Y'all picked up a good one, especially because the other guy, Matt Ariza, who was supposed to be the other big-time punter pick, he in a little bit of trouble for assault and battery. So we definitely picked the right punter, and he's getting good coaching as well. So good on him. What time is it over there? It's about 10:25 a.m. So, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. We don't want y'all. Some of y'all are supposed to be at work right now. Some of y'all probably are at work right now. But thank you for coming through just for a couple minutes to spend with your boy. Let's see what we got here. We got John was saying no starters are starting tomorrow night. Yeah, I think it's all about the competition. They have to really dwindle this roster down to the final 53. And the only way to do that is to let these guys come out there and compete. The ones that are left on the roster, you want to see those competitions. You want to see who's going to come out and be that dog. And it's really going to come down to what's left as far as wide receivers that are competing on the roster. Like, do they have enough to actually make that spot? Is Benjamin Victor's job safe? Did Bridges do enough to make the roster? These are real questions that we have to look at. Like, hey, is there another dog on that roster who's willing to come through and take that spot? Is Mekhi Polk going to come through and do better than Bridges? I don't know. I think Bridges did enough to secure his spot. I think Mekhi hasn't dropped anything. He's been catching everything. What he does after the catch is not much, but his hands are very, very sure. And then, of course, there's Tylan Wallace, who came back off an injury probably early because he realized, hey, there may be some danger right there. So look to see Tylan come out there and see what he can do. And then, of course, on the other side of the ball, look for Means. Means has been everywhere this preseason, and I think he's trying to secure a job as an outside linebacker. So I think hopefully we get to see Means make the team. Defensive tackle, there's opportunities there whenever you're looking down the depth chart. There's going to be competition all over the field. Dude, one person who's got to compete right now with Geno Stone is Tony Jefferson, which I didn't think that was going to be a competition. I thought for sure Tony had this thing on lock. However, Tony's been missing tackles on special teams. He's been missing open field tackles in the game. It could be an issue. Geno has just a sense for the ball. He's got that ball hawking ability. However, does Baltimore need that ball hawking ability because of the fact that this dude, we need a thumper in the box because we got true free safeties. We got at least two of them right there. All right. So let's see. Whoever says, would you feel bad if Joe Flacco beat the Ravens on opening night? I mean, good luck to Joe. I'm rooting for the Ravens 100%. The Jets is the Jets. He is a member of the Jets right now. And yeah, of course, if he wins, it's kind of weird because it's like this is a dude who, we thought wasn't good enough to be in Baltimore anymore. We went and had to change another guard. But I mean, it still doesn't make me cheat fully, like say, hey, see you, Lamar. I wish Joe was back. No, we move forward. It's just, next week, as Bill Belichick says, on to next week. On to next week. All right. So yeah, see there's 11:25 over there. Oh, okay. You on the East Coast. That's right. Oh, you figured out the light. I don't know what the light was. Huh. Okay. He said, don't start, Wilbert. She ain't playing with you today. Yo, Delicious was good, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. Look, like I said, I know it's y'all's midday, but it's like me. I just got off of work wherever I'm at. Y'all do the math. Don't put any guesses out here because I'm not going to tell you if you're correct or not. So just saying. Oh, sorry. Let me go back to Shane. I totally skipped over that. It says, exactly. I think we should see our backups against the Manders first. Okay. So Joe Flacco is too interception happy. I don't know about that. I think Joe has been conservative in his gameplay, and he was sack happy. That's why Justin Tucker is like the greatest kicker of all time, is because he took all those sacks, and then Justin Tucker would come in and kick that 47, 51 yard or something like that to seal those 3 points and another 3 points, and that's just what he does. And that's okay. You know what? We still benefited. We still got the greatest kicker of all time on the team. And we wouldn't have known it if it wasn't for Joe. All right. Shane says, security light outside your window. Nope. There's no window here. This is simply a bed that just happened to be sitting there. There ain't nothing there. Yeah. Window is that way. Oh boy. Delicious. Good to see good to see you as well, bro. Good to see you. I'm alive and healthy. The job is the job, and I got to get better at it. Just straight up, we're gonna come to work. We're gonna give our best effort. Do what we got to do. You know, it's all about effort. I feel like I'm in a press conference. When it comes to effort, execution, we got to get it done. You know what? Serve the mission. Come home, see the family. Hit the showers. That's what we're gonna do. Y'all see Cameroon tell him to quit cheating on me over there with Justin. I saw him. Actually, I didn't see him, but I heard it was going down. He's doing shows over there. Kidding. If y'all see Cameroon, tell him, be safe. Tell him I love him. Yes, I am absolutely ready for football. I need this right now because your boy hurting. I'm sitting over here just playing in the sandbox, man, just chilling. Big Reg is in the building. Yes, sir. What's good, man? You know what I forgot to do? Forgot to do our motivational moment. I need this, just like y'all need this. So, I told my daughter, I said, hey, when I go do what I got to do, I'm going to go try to turn this dad bod into God bod. And, so far we on schedule. We on schedule. But it comes to the physical side of things, physical health. You got to take care of yourself, because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of others. And that means getting your sleep in, getting a good night's sleep, getting, your proper macronutrients and micronutrients in, And then just also the physical fitness piece of that, just making sure that you're working out, you're running, you're doing something, your cardio vascular way, get that heart rate up. You want to get that heart rate up. And if you do these things, I promise you, you'll be a lot healthier. You'll sleep better at night. Some of the most rich people in the world, they don't brag about having Lamborghinis. They don't brag about having the nice big house. They brag about how often they get to sleep a full 8 hours of sleep. And they brag to their peers about that. So it's very impressive to uh, get that full 8 hours. Challenge yourself to get that 8 hours of sleep, to get those workouts in, to take care of your body the way it needs to be. Don't drive it like you stole it, as far as your body is concerned. Take care of your body and it will take care of you. I guarantee it. So that is today's motivational moment. Let's pay some more bills here. I appreciate you, man. Doing well. Food's good. I think it's surf and turf tonight. So we are checking it out. Like I said, this is just a test post today. But the real deal will come pretty soon here. But y'all got some really good topics here. So keep it coming. And if y'all still want to donate to Cameron, please do in the comments. You got the super chat stickers now. So apparently there's a way to do stickers for those people who are actually looking at this later on. If you want to throw a sticker up there, and you can throw some cash on there as well. If you want to donate down in the comments, feel free. We'll read those comments up. And also, you trying to hit up this Cash App over here. Like I said, all funds go to my son's Pokemon habit. He gets mad when I say it's a habit. It's a habit. And apparently his Madden addiction, because that dude got some serious issues with playing Madden nowadays on the franchise league. He hasn't got 23 yet. We're not getting 23 just yet. We're gonna wait till Daddy gets home so I can play it first, because he be playing it right now. He destroying the whole franchise mode and all that stuff. Or not franchise. He plays Ultimate Team. I play franchise mode. Anyway, D says, if Baltimore gets to the Super Bowl this year, do you see teams try to emulate more 12 and 13 personnel and start to value pass catching tight ends slightly more like how teams value wide receivers? If they go 13 personnel and get to the Super Bowl, it'd be great. It'd be phenomenal, because one, we know that it wouldn't just be the pass catching tight ends that would be key on that. If you go look at the Colts offense last year, Taylor, he banked on this 13 personnel set, but to have that other end of it just be so phenomenal with pass catching tight ends like Likely and Mandrews and even Boyle and Kolar if he's healthy, and even Oliver. I don't know if they're rolling with 5. But I do think that this is the best the tight ends have been in a very long time for the Ravens. To have 2 monsters like that, I think that's phenomenal. And I think that, people are going to be a copycat league. And people are still going to value wide receivers, because there are still guys like Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, all these young bucks out there, your Debo Samuels. It's not going to devalue the position at all. It's just going to make the draft position of tight ends more exclusive. And maybe they're going to start looking at some taller guys that come out of places like Georgia Tech that are those 6'5" monsters, and maybe look at moving them into the tight end spot, because you want to see if they already know how to block if they're coming from Georgia Tech. But they probably might move them into the slot and have them turn into those wide receivers. Guys like, Miles Boykin might still have a chance at a better job if they move him into the wide receiver slot, because who's going to compete with him? We know the linebackers can't keep up with him due to speed, and we know the safeties, they are just going to get boxed out, and it's just going to be a jump ball situation. So just look at it that way. The tight end value will go up. All right. So, but on the game, our backups should get a good test with the Commanders playing the ones. Those should show out. We'll take them out of the bubble talk. Yes. Yeah, it's pretty much put up or shut up. You're either going to be playing for the Ravens, or you can be bagging groceries at Albertsons. I keep telling y'all, they're going to be bagging groceries over there, all lined up, putting applications in, because they only in a little bit of pain because they ain't got no job. They got to put up or show up tomorrow. There are guys who definitely need to show up. And if they do not show, I feel bad. I mean, they there's only so many spots on the team. Cameron and I already made our predictions as to who makes the roster and who doesn't. I don't have my notes on me, which is crazy. I'm probably got to have my wife send those. That's crazy. That's insane, right? Usually I have my notes everywhere I go. But this was just a test too. So, All right, so it's Purple Friday here in Baltimore. Go Ravens, let's win. I should have put on a purple shirt because it is still Friday here. All right, Washington Commanders winning tomorrow night. My foot. Who said that? Wilbert. All right. Said you do 13 personnel sets, you remove the wide receiver role. You never develop your wide receiver because only one will be on the field at a time. That's what Cleveland offense was last year. Wide receivers don't like it. Of course, wide receivers don't like it. This is just a comment. It's the changing of the guards, just another way of the copycat league continuing to roll on. I mean, you can see it with the Colts offense last year. The guy, I want to say Pittman, that's over there, he did not succeed as well. He didn't impress as well as he should have because of the fact that they were one of those 13 wide receiver sets. I feel like when it comes to the 13 personnel, not 13 wide receiver, 13 personnel sets. If you run with 13 personnel, yes, guys like Prochet, guys like Bridges, guys like Duvernay, they're not going to succeed as much as often. But you already know they're gonna run the NASCAR package. They're gonna run that NASCAR package. And when they run a NASCAR package, of course, likely is going to be in a NASCAR package. You're gonna have, this will give opportunities to have Duvernay, Prochet, likely Mandrews, and Bateman on the field at the same time. You can get all that on the field at the same time. It's gonna be beast. That'd be its own beautiful NASCAR package. That's something I'd love to see that. That'd be sweet. And if anything, if they have the audible, of course, you just put Duvernay in the backfield. It's not bad, right? Oh, well. I can't believe we went on here for 27 minutes just because of a test. I haven't eaten dinner tonight. I need to go ahead and get that in because I'm supposed to be working out. So I think I might. It's Friday, though. We'll see. We'll see what dinner is. Dinner's heavy. I ain't working out. We'll see what happens. I just want to say, hey, appreciate y'all coming back through to the location of Original Sports Perspective from our couch to yours. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Y'all have been great. Tell your friends, tell everyone about the possibility of a show on Monday and Wednesday, same time. Not tonight, or not same time right now, but my normal show time, which was 8:45 Central. Is what I'm going to try to roll with. So that should be, just think 8:45 Central is when I'll try to do the show again. I'll send a link to Cam Brew. We'll get him on the show. It's going to be straight. And he said, internet reception was good the entire time. Let's go. Excited about that, man. Hey, very excited. Thanks for coming through. Oh, wait a minute. Let's pay a couple more bills. Y'all popping in here. He said, will John abandon the 2-point conversion? You know that man got a gambling itch. Come on. Come on, he love gambling, bro. That's it. It's been great. Can't wait to get you back. We get back with you. Like I said, it took me a minute to get settled, but we're gonna get it on. We're gonna keep rocking. So hey, one more about what about Kolar? Not healthy right now. Probably gonna be on IR. So that leaves a little bit of a door open for Oliver. Depends on what he does tomorrow night. Oliver has to show up like likely has been showing up the last 2 games in order to lock down that spot. Because if he doesn't, dude's gone. Because that leaves plenty of room for the guys that we got with Boyle, with Mandrews, with Likely, and then, of course, with Kolar. Kolar's going to be put on IR, but that leaves another spot open for us to bring in either that extra safety and save Tony Jefferson's job, or maybe there's another opportunity with the corners out there because we have quite a few over there as well. All right, folks, I got to get rolling. Got to get this food in, but y'all been great. It's been amazing. I appreciate y'all. I want to say y'all have a good night. Just remember my motivational thought. Take care of your body so it can take care of you, and y'all can avoid things like the nasty cocktail where you suck at work and you suck at home. This has been the home of Original Sports Perspective. From our couch to yours, this is your host, Jermaine Lockett, saying peace out. I love y'all. Y'all pray for me and my family. Yeah, take care.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. We gon' ride out.
What's some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Writer Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though.